Hi guys, welcome back to Linside 201. This time we talk about phonetics and IPN consonants. The original plan for today is to talk about vowels, but I think if this is your first time using IPA, learning IPA, I think it could be a little bit hard for you to understand how to use IPA. So instead of talking about vowels and IPA today, I decided to do a review on the consonants. I hope this helps. Okay, but before that, let me show you a video. I think you may see this on YouTube or some Facebook sharing as well.
UK, just 12 degrees over coastal parts of eastern England with cloudy skies, but in the sunshine in northwest Wales at RAF Mona, just up the road from Llanfair to Pwllgwyn, Gellgorgera Quindrobol, Llantysilio Gogogoch, the temperature got to 21 Celsius, that's 70 in Fahrenheit. Llantysilio Gogogoch, the temperature got to 21 Celsius, that's 70 in Fahrenheit.
This is a very interesting name, right? So if we try to Google this or try to find the information about this place on Wikipedia, actually this is a real place. Okay, the Wikipedia. Yeah, the full name is like this, is so long, right? And the purpose that I'm showing this is that we have IPA on Wikipedia as well. So as you can see, this is the square bracket, and what's inside this is the IPA. As you can see, here it says IPA for Welsh. As you can see, IPA is called International Phonetic Alphabet. The purpose of this is to have a system that can transcribe all the sounds produced by used in human languages. So this is a Welsh word. Of course, we can use IPA to transcribe the sound of pronouncing this word because it's a human language. Okay, so actually IPA is very useful. It's international. Okay, and let's go back to the review part for today's course. Okay, let's do the review. I want to do this because I remember that when I first using IPA, it's very confusing. I think you have the same feeling now. So I want to do it as slowly as possible. Yeah, we're going to talk about in next lecture. But I want to make everything. Actually, IPA is kind of abstract, but it's very useful. It's kind of strange at the very beginning, but it's just a tool that you can use to transcribe sounds. There's nothing mystery inside. You just need to memorize these terms. Okay, consonants. So remember that when we classify the English consonants, all the consonants universally, we have 3 dimensions. We have voicing, we have place of articulation, and manner of articulation. Remember the pizza pizza analogy last time. This is like you can choose a cheese. What kind of cheese do you like? And this is like you are going to choose a meat from the menu. You can have pepperoni or bacon or something else. One of the meat. And this is like a vegetable choice. Yeah, there's nothing mystery inside this system. You just pick one from this guy and pick one from this guy and pick one from this one. Okay, sorry, it's pick one from this set. And there are two members inside this set, voiced and voiceless. And this would be a set of places. You just pick one place. And there are different manners of articulations. And just pick one manner. Okay. Okay. So manner, place of articulation, we got these members to choose from. This is just different places, different articulators inside in your mouth. Okay, I think you should be familiar with this chart. If not now, at least at the end, before the end of this course, you should be familiar with this guy. This is one of the goal for this introduction course. Okay. Okay, I think we can go through the places of articulation one by one. So we have bilabial, which is using your lips. And the examples are here. We have bill, pill, and meal, both lips together. So the articulator would be like this. Okay, bilabial, both lips. And labial dental, bottom lip and upper teeth. Right? Then we have feel and vision. Okay. Labial means lips, right? And dental means teeth, labial dental. And then we have interdental, tongue, tips of tongue between teeth. Okay. Another place of articulation. Okay, dental sound. I have two examples. Another one, alveolar, is the hard part at this position, right behind the upper teeth. Okay. And these are the examples of teal, deal, neo, seal. Okay. This upside down R is the sound for rail. Sometimes for simplicity we use the regular R, but this is not really standard. The real IPA is this upside down R. Okay. For alveolar, for this sound rail. Okay. And then we have post alveolar, like sh in ship, zoo in azure. Okay. And with palatal. Palatal is the place before, in front of the soft part. The soft part will be the velar or soft palate. And following the alveolar part is in the middle, palatal. So when you say yes, you are using palatal. Okay. And velar is the soft part on the roof of your mouth. Okay, with kill, gill, sing. Okay. Okay, and then we have other places of articulation as well. Labiovelar. It's labial because you're rounding your lips. And it's velar because it's kind of similar to this guy. You are using the back of your tongue against the villain. Okay. Which. So you're rounding your lips and you're using your back of your tongue and the villain at the same time. Uvular, we don't have this sound in English. Okay, we can skip this guy. Not found in English. And glottal, actually we have two glottal sounds in English. This sound is common, heel, and it's like it's like a question mark. Glottal stop. This guy is very common in English. I'm not that good at pronouncing this one, but I can try. Instead of pronounce these words button, I think most of American English speaker would pronounce it as button, right? This glottal stop is the sound in button. And also when you try to carry something very heavy, you'll make a sound when you try to use your strength. The sound is a glottal stop. Like this. This is a glottal stop. Okay. Okay, and then manner of articulation. We have these 6 different manners of articulation. We can go through one by one. Stops. So the airstream is completely blocked in the oral cavity. So actually there could be two kinds of stops. Oral stops and nasal stops. In the IPA chart, the oral stops are called plosives. And the nasal stop, this is kind of tricky idea. If you think about oral cavity only, actually nasal sound is a type of stop sound because the airstream is completely stopped in the oral cavity as well. However, for nasal stops, the airstream keeps going through the nasal cavity. So actually the airstream is keep going. It's not really completely blocked, but in the domain of the oral cavity, for nasal sounds, there is a completely blocking as well. Okay. Other common oral stops with bilabial stops, alveolar stops, velar stops, and glottal stops. We just talked about this a while ago, right? Okay, the nasal sound is done by lowering the villain so the airstream can escape through nose. Okay. And all the other sounds are oral sounds. So for oral sounds, your villain is raised, so that when your villain is raised, it blocks the pathway to nose. So the airstream can only go through your oral cavity. Okay. And then we have fractives. So the airflow so severely constricted it causes friction. We have several ones. Labiodental, interdental, alveolar, palatal, glottal. All these guys are fractives. And Here's an interesting example. Actually, we have velar fricative as well. If you are a Spanish speaker, you have this guy. Um, this is another advantage of learning IPA. I'm going to show this. So we have a Spanish learning website. I just found this guy here. This website trying to teach you how to pronounce the this J sound in Spanish. Okay. Here it says Spanish J is pronounced like the H in the word hot, except that it is raspier. Actually, this is very strange. What do you mean by is raspier? I think this is not right. If the writer of this website learns something about phonetics, they will know this is not true. Okay. The critical difference between Spanish J and the English H actually is the place of articulation. Okay. So the Spanish J will have this velar. The place of articulation will be velar. But for English H, the place of articulation will be glottal. I can show you this right away. Okay.
Dejar. Dejar.
You can feel that just pay attention to har,
Har.
right?
Har.
And then let's listen to the English H sound.
Harsh.
Okay, let's do it again.
Harsh.
Dejar.
Can you feel that there's a difference in the place of articulation? This J is more front than this H, right? So this is another advantage of learning IPA. Okay. The next manner of articulation is effricate. Effricate is kind of simple. You just combine two sounds, stop and then fricatives. Okay. The final one, liquids. Some obstruction of airstream in mouth, but not enough to cause any real contraction or friction, and they are always forced. We have this guy should be an upside down R. Okay. We have the rail and legal. Okay. Glides. So glides very similar to liquids. Okay. We have palatal glides. This is the sound in yes, yes. And we have a labiovelar in which. Okay, which. Okay. Final part of the review. So you should be able to answer these questions. So I think we can go over here. Okay. So for the first question is, what are the three parts of articulatory description of consonants? The first one is voicing. Voicing, and then what? Place of articulation, and then manner of articulation. You should be familiar with this. Okay, and okay, the other guy, name the manner of articulation. First one. So this would be some description about the manner of articulation. Airflow so severely restricted it causes friction. This would be frictive. Do you get this? Okay. Villain is lowered. Air escapes through the nose. What is this manner? Nasal. Do you get this? And then some obstruction of airstream in the mouth, but not enough to cause any real constriction of friction. What kind of manner is this one? Liquid. And then airstream is completely blocked. Completely blocked. And it should be stop. Okay. Okay, the final one, stop followed immediately by a release characteristics of fricatives. Two sounds. So it should be effricate. Effricate. Do you get this? Okay, that's it for the review of consonants. I hope this helps. And if you feel anything that's not clear to you, actually it's a good time for you to schedule a meeting with me. I'm happy to help. Okay, thank you.